Toyota Yaris GR, a phenomenal, interesting car, a sport car, 3-cylinder turbo engine, 4-wheel drive, but at the same time, lack of soundproofing. To be honest, this is not our first GR Yaris that we are working with. The reason for this problem, that's because Toyota didn't put nothing inside the doors, so there is nothing for the plastic, there is nothing vibration damping, no synthetic padding. All these sounds that are coming from the doors, they are just moving towards the interior and making your ride uncomfortable. So my name is Dimitri, welcome on a YouTube channel about car sound deadening, where we are transforming your cars to something new by installing professional soundproofing. So in this video you will see how I apply our ultimate solution, which includes vibration damping, sound and heat insulation, sound absorptions, anti-noise protection, all these tiny components which we do install in these two doors for this fantastic GR Yaris. Please take a seat and enjoy this video. So before proceeding with the soundproofing, you have to carefully inspect the door card to avoid any cracks on the plastic, to understand what tools do you need to use. I will show you. Right now there is nothing here inside, so we will just remove all these parts, all this customer stuff to avoid any, damages. And then I will use a plastic transparent box. We'll mark all these bolts to avoid any issues and assemble everything back. It's important because all these screws, they might be with a different length, so to avoid damages in the plastic components. So let's use it. Then the marker, to measure the vibration damping and another components, the trim removal. This one is a plastic one, once again to avoid damages, because some plastic might be super fragile, so to put it there. And then screwdriver, automatic one, to disassemble the bolts. So let's do this. First of all, I will open this plastic clip, to get an access via screwdriver. This is the first part, just carefully. As you can see, this one. We will have totally 4 bolts there. This is the smallest one, and it has a black color. Then using plastic, let's open here and here, from the top and from the rear side, just gently, okay. Then it would be one connector here. On the driver's side we have 2 of them, so just same using these, trying to disconnect. It's done, easy, just try to not damage it. And okay, and now we have one bolt here, it's sitting on the top. Let's unscrew this. Okay, it's done, and put it inside our box. And then carefully and very gentle move this plastic slightly top. So I do start from the... Okay, here we go. And then shift it towards the interior. As you can see here, there is a mounting position, so it sits firstly inside the plastic door card and then assembling back. So it's nothing here, so let's put it there. And then there are more 2 bolts here and here, so let's unscrew this. So I will use this one just for quick release, these bolts, and put it in the box. All right, all good. Then we have an access, and then we can start removing the plastic door card by starting from this angle, because it has a connector, it has a clip there, and also there are 2 connectors there from this plastic triangle to the plastic door card. So be careful, be gentle, do not damage it. You can even try to start with your fingers. If it doesn't work, just slightly push it. Yeah, as you can see, this one, we will install anti-noise tape, and there are two connectors there. So let's put it. And then starting from the bottom, even without any plastic trim removal, just push it towards you gently. All right. All good. Then we have an access to the outer skin of the door, and we need to have an access to the inner side. So first of all, I will remove this plastic dust cover. It works just as the dust cover. It's not a soundproofing. Yeah, it might stop some sound waves coming outside, but the purpose of this just to stop the water and the dust. So let's remove it. Do not damage them. Use a screwdriver to unscrew 3 bolts for the speaker, because we need to access to the inner side. Yeah, keep all bolts sorted in a plastic box, or anywhere you can just mark it, and then just open and extract the speaker. Yeah, clear and safe. All right, all good. So now we will start removing this plastic dust cover. Let me bring another tool that I should use, the special extractor for the plastic connectors that I need to put here and gently unopen. Oh, it's done. All clips are safe. Now I will also open this one, and now we are ready to remove this plastic just by rotating these 3 clips. Yeah, and then it's just a lockers, and then we still have to unmount gently these clips. Just be gentle. Do not damage them, and do not damage the metal. Yeah, be careful, they usually will just jump out. All right, let's put them aside, also in the box, and just shift this plastic cover to the right side, and here we go. We will work with this plastic later. Let's just put it somewhere. Okay, so we have access to the inner side. As you can see, it's just a plain metal. Just a metal. It's unfortunately nothing inside. I saw this in an old version of the first version of the GR Yaris, and also in the second restyling, and even in the 2025. They unfortunately decided to not include absolutely nothing. What's the reason for this? I have no idea. Even just by installing 20 grams of the vibration damping might change the situation, but we right now will install our ultimate the best solution, and let me show you the materials that we will use today. Okay, the first material that we would install into the inner side, it's a standard plast. It's all materials that we use, it's a standard plast. The name of this is Aerocell QP. What is the special in this material? So first of all, this one is 6 mm, and the coefficient of noise reduction for this material, it's like there is no alternatives. It's best of the best right now in Australia that we have. It's a 6 mm with a special advanced penopropylene material inside that can absorb so much noise, and we would use it in the inner skin of our metal side. The next one. Okay, this one is done. The next one, in the outer skin, to seal the metal door card, we would use STP Aero. This is 2 mm, and it has the same mastic as Aerocell QP Intrigo. It's just lighter, because we don't need to seal with a 6mm, otherwise the plastic door card will not sit back. That's why the QP would be installed as the first layer inside, Aerocell would be sealed outside. At the same time, we will use STP Aerocell, it's a diamond line, inside our plastic door card to avoid any rattles, and I will show you later. Last but not least, also in the plastic door card, we would install STP Biplast. This is a special anti-noise absorption foam. It's a 15mm foam with a special mixed close and open cells that are absorbing. You see, this is a special geometry of this material. So by using this, we will firstly absorb the sound. Yeah. The second, we will stop contacting between a plastic and metal, plastic to the plastic. So the plastic door card will just sit as it should be, and it will be no rattles, no movements. On top of that, through the perimeter on the plastic door card, there is another component, STP Biplast tape. So it protects the door card by moving when you're riding on a bumpy roads or another like a bad surface when the car starts moving left and right. So this tape, this has also 15mm with a special tape, which we will install through the perimeter of the plastic door card. So let's proceed with the installation. Before any installation of any materials, all surfaces, metal one, plastic one, even a vibration damping if you do install the second layer, must be cleaned. I do use isopropyl alcohol to remove firstly the dust, the grease, any oils, anything, because all materials should be installed only on the plain metal without any also damages and any rust. So I use isopropyl alcohol once again to degrease the surface and install the material. And do the same for the outer skin. As I mentioned, I've already pre-cut whole material using the templates from the driver's side because they are symmetrical. So let's install it just one by one. Be very careful and very gentle. First of all, testing that it sits okay, and do not contact reinforcement bars. And then push it just slightly, opening the portion of the material, then install and slightly move the paper. Firstly, push it just with your hand to avoid any air bubbles, and then we will firmly roll it with a special long professional roller. And do the same with all other surfaces. So I do an installation of the material without any connections between them, so it means like it would be the monolith structure to avoid any airs or water bubbles appear between the materials. So that's how it should be. And now I use my long professional roller to firmly roll everything and access all remote areas. So I will use firstly the roller, and then for all places where I can access with a roller, I will use this trim plastic panel to fix and apply the material to properly attach it to the metal. Okay, now it's time to talk about the plastic door card. What we can do? Let me just shake it and probably you will listen. First of all, clips. So I will remove them and install anti-noise tape under each of them. so it would be no rattles like this one. The second one, I will install vibration damping on this plastic door card to avoid emptiness. So it would be slightly heavier and the plastic will stop rattling while you're driving and listening the music. So it will reduce the portion of the general noise and will increase the quality even your stock speakers. The next one, I will cover the whole plastic card with the anti-noise STP Biplast, this purple one that I demonstrated to you. And at the final stage, it would be anti-noise tape through the perimeter. So let's do this. Now it's time to work with this clip. So firstly, I will remove the red one. Do not mess with the white one. As you can see, they have a different color, and the purpose for this, that's because the structure, the thickness of them are different. So I will start with the left one, and we'll use special anti-noise tape by installing under each clip. So let me cut. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have to cut 9 small. Okay, here we go. Mine is ready. And then just carefully install it. Carefully install it under each clip. Here we can see there is just a portion of the material, but anyway, we will use our solution and install it. And then carefully push them back. And you can see no movements. It means no rattles while driving. The door card would sit firmly even while opening and closing. And then do the same with the white. Here we go, one step closer to the perfection soundproofing door card. The 2 more steps still have to be installed. Let's install the STP Biplast. This is our STP Biplast. This is a gold line Biplast, special Biplast. It's a 15 millimeters in a waves, specially designed for the roof for the plastic door cards. It has a fantastic density, which means even if you push it somewhere, it can be in a shape up to a couple of millimeters. So it makes very well sense to install it here, and we will install just one sheet by another. Just careful. It has very, very strong adhesion layer. So let's just prepare the design, how we will install it. Unpeel just the top. Because with this material, there is no chance for any mistake. Otherwise, you will have to remove it and start again. It requires some experience working this material. So let's do this way. Okay, and let's start just putting as much deep as we can, so it will, to avoid any plastic to plastic contacts. Okay, here. All right, here we go. This is our result. And it's time for the last component, STP Biplast, to install through the whole perimeter of the plastic door car. Let's do this. Okay, plastic door cart is ready, and let's come back to the door. Okay, so what's left on this side? We have to seal to close the outer skin with the vibration damping STP Aero diamond, and to let this do, we have to remove these connectors, gentle remove this plastic. It's sometimes it's super fragile. This car, it's not so old, it's approximately 5 years old. So be careful, gentle. I will use this tool to remove these plastic connectors, and then I will have an access to the outer skin and install the material. So I will use STP Diamond Aero, a whole sheet, just will unconnect it, and then slightly open the top side, just unpeel the paper, just 10 centimeters should be enough to start applying, and I will start from the right side. Okay, here just center it how it should be, then slightly attach it to keep it there, and then slowly start applying by making some dots with and opening these holes. Later on I will open them fully to all these connectors, holes, everything, because otherwise if you try to do it later, you will literally not have a chance to find all of them, but even by putting your hand inside. Okay, it's time to start firmly rolling the top side, and then I will remove the non-necessary parts to keep these technical holes for the dust cover and for the speaker. Let's do this. Okay, once it's ready, it's time to use a knife, but very, very carefully. So I will just move the knife inside the foil and will not move it to avoid any contact with the metal. So be very gentle if you would like to remove this, the rest parts. Okay, just leave it there. And do the same with the speaker hole. And let's roll the rest. And now it's time to making these technical holes using those marks that I did by installing, firstly applying the material. So I will use this tool. It's very handy, and be gentle. Do not make any scratches on the paint. And let's return the dust cover. Don't forget to roll this also, yeah. So why do we need to roll the vibration damping? Why we can just apply it and assemble back? That's because firstly, when you're rolling, all air bubbles, it's gone, yeah. Secondly, if the material was not properly applied, it means it will not work as it should be. Yeah, it would just add extra weight, but will not absorb these rattles that metal is producing. So that's why, or the plastic one. As a next step, let's double check that all mechanisms are working before proceeding with the final preparation to return the car to the customer. noticed that inside the interior there is some like a dust and dirty, so I will vacuum clean everything and prepare the interior so it would be like almost new and return it to the customer in absolutely brilliant shape. Also, while working on the car, I found that there is a dirty spots on the plastic door card, so I will use an interior shampoo to slightly detail it and try to remove all this dust. So in this video you saw the transformation of this fantastic super fast GR Yaris. We soundproofed just the doors, but we drastically removed the road noise because the size of the doors are pretty massive. You saw it's like almost half of the entire car. So we reduced tire noise, we reduced road noise, we reduced plastic vibration, rattles we increased even the stock speakers quality. So, and we did it with our ultimate best of the best solution that you can find in a whole Australia. So if you would like to soundproof your car, welcome to our new workshop in North Manly, and we do also free noise assessment. Just free noise assessment, 30 minutes, especially for your car. And feel free to leave any messages, any requests for us, and see you in the next videos.